Hi, welcome to another episode of Alta Heron. My name is Rob Runacres and I'm joined by my friend Hans Jurland, who will introduce this episode.
Yes, okay. Today we will take a look at a fight. It's not really a fight actually, because it's not a competition fight. It's not a tournament fight. It's a sparring bout between two very good friends, and they are also extremely talented and skilled fencers. We will have Puey and Francesco Loda. So it's a fight with single rapier. And I don't know, do you want to say anything else about this great bout?
Yeah, I mean, basically what we've got, as you say, are two friends who are sparring, and I think this is something we really need to recognise in fencing, that not everything is about winning. These are about two guys who are having a lot of fun fencing, trying a few things out. They're enjoying themselves and they're relaxing by fencing. We see a lot of things that is either competitions where there's a lot of pressure, wanting to win in some very serious circumstances as well. And we also see people, even in sparring, who are just desperate to win and prove themselves better. And what I think is very exciting about this is that this shows great skill, great fun, and a lot of good techniques. Now, when we're talking about great techniques, we have to be careful, because in previous episodes, when we've concentrated on a particular area, some people will be going, well, yeah, they might be great on the footwork, but they've got a double on that, or they're not doing this, or they're not doing that. So what we're looking at here are a couple of good guys that enjoy themselves fencing, and they are not doing choreography or attempting to see something which is absolutely perfect. Something else I want to point out is that when we do these, when we do an analysis, what we're looking at is very much something that we're gearing towards people in HEMA. We're not gearing it towards beginners. Obviously, people who are new to HEMA, if you want to ask questions, then just send something in. But really what we're trying to do in our episodes is look at things and provide something which is more for the HEMA community, rather than having to go through all the basics and explain everything in each turn.
Okay, cool. Should we just show the video?
Okay, then let's just go for
cool.
it. All right, then. So I'll do the usual sharing of my desktop. So we have got Francesco Loda on the right as we look at it, and Puey on the left. Francesco is an advocate of Marcelli. So from the 1680s, and you have got Puey, who is late Destreza in here, probably Rada from the early 1700s.
And it's really cool to see these two completely different styles. Look how Francesco keeps his arm pretty much steady in one position, whilst Ton is searching, moving all the time. It's really interesting to see that.
Yeah, you'll see that the swords are both cup hilts. They are very light in comparison to the earlier styles of rapier. And what you'll also note is
I love that
Francesco has just had his sword stolen.
And look at the footwork from both of them. How Ton moves cross steps all the time, cross steps to find the angle, find the right way to get in, and Francesco is completely different, a bit more linear in his footwork.
Exactly. You'll notice also that Ton is very much attempting to find with the blade. He's putting the stronger, the forte, so nearer to the cup, trying to cover the weak of Francesco's blade there. Maneuvering around, circling there.
Yeah.
Beautiful, just followed him straight through.
Yeah, very nice.
And again, the camaraderie here is fantastic.
It is. Two great friends, and they're just playing around, showing absolutely fantastic skill. Ton is really good at covering and getting in and using his left hand.
Yes, indeed.
He does that very much.
And you see there, you had a fast lunge coming from Francesco, and Tom managed to cover it just there. I think Tom actually caught Francesco.
Yeah, I think so too. But very nice, quick girata from Francesco.
Yeah, but this is the big danger here is that the Destreza fighter, the Spanish fighter, has to get in close, and the danger is from the lightning lunge as he comes in. That's the crux of the danger there for them.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's actually the end of the clip there.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Well, we saw some fantastic skill, probably more great fencing than in many other fights or sparring bouts, because they're so skilled, both of them. They have so much experience, and they can really pull off excellent manual techniques. So it's really impressive to see them. Really impressive to see them.
Yeah, I think something that we need to bear in mind here is, we keep on going back to this, is the fact it's sparring between friends. And I've used the expression before, which I have to say I stole from Chris Chatfield at the 1595 Club, that fencing is a conversation. And these two guys are playing with the fencing and working together. They are not trying to outclass one another. And there's that mutual respect. And I think that's something that we need to take on board at whatever level we are at in the sparring. If we just go in to attempt to get the most points or outdo our partner when we're fencing, when we're just sparring, A, we're not learning things, B, we're not really trying things, and C, we're not relaxing. It becomes a very, very tense, competitive atmosphere. And this is something I really enjoy when I go to Italy or Spain and fight rapier fencers there, is that they are enjoying the fencing in its own right. They're not in the mentality that a lot of people have, in that they want to, win and prove themselves better. They're a lot of the attitude, particularly I find in the AGEA, Tom Puey's club, is that they are interested in being better than they were, rather than being better than others. And that whole mentality is a great thing to watch in HEMA, I think.
I just have a question. Is that also an attitude that you find in the tournaments in Spain and Italy, that they still have that kind of joy when they fight in tournaments?
There are an awful lot of fencers in Spain who are not interested in competing whatsoever. It's not where they want to go. They are far more interested in fencing for fencing side, and following more the martial arts thing, the pure martial art, rather than competing. There are, however, a large element of people who do want to compete, but certainly to date, Tom is not particularly keen on this. I believe Alberto Bonprezzi has got sort of mixed views of it on that side. Francesco Loda, of course, is very interested in competition, very successful in competition, and he's been working with various bodies within Italy to promote the competition scene there. So the attitude changes, I think, according to where you are. There are some places in Italy, of course, FISAS are not interested in competition. They're really quite against it.
Okay, cool.
So do we want to have another look through this and perhaps pick on, maybe some other points again?
Yeah, let's pick on them. Let's watch it again and pick on the guys.
I think what I'd like viewers to watch that again is, try not to be overly critical when we're looking at sparring. This is very much, we've said that they're playing when they're making this. However, note how, as Hans has pointed out, you've got Francesco very much keeping his blade fairly low in what we call Marcelli Prima, which is like a third, but is more parallel to the floor.
He keeps it like this instead of going like this, and which makes it harder for Tom to move in and catch it. But there's also but since he keeps the blade like this, it will be openings up here, and I think Tom catches him at least at one time by finding that opening. So it's
Exactly, and conversely, as you say, you've got Tom who's attempting to cover and find with the blade because in the Spanish fighter wants to find and manipulate with the blade. Having said that, of course, in this latter period of Italian rapier fencing, which Francesco is very interested in, by this time the Italian maestros are very interested in finding the blade. They want that contact. I think with the earlier rapier sources that we see, Paternoster, for example, Fabris, of course, they wish to avoid contact with the blade. And I think partly that may be, I mean, there's a number of reasons for this, but partly it's because they're using, at this time, longer and heavier blades. If you've got a longer blade, you can apply more leverage. With shorter, lighter blades, you are able to get a bind on it with the shortness, and you're able to escape more because you've got a slightly lighter blade. I'm speaking with gross generalizations here, of course. Okay, so let's have a look again at this. So.
It's really, this is so typical. Francesco, quite linear, moving only his feet, and Tom cross-stepping, trying to find.
Notice how Francesco has his elbow cocked in towards the chest, and when the hand moves to parry, it moves from shoulder to shoulder, not great big sweeps. You'll see that Tom reaches slightly more extended there.
You can
Notice
really
also they're saying, you know, that hit didn't really work, that didn't really say. They're being very confident in saying whether hits work or not.
Yeah. And both of them have really great footwork. Move really well. Francesco's really still with his arm, moves only his feet to adjust.
Francesco's going to curse us for showing this, I know. Something to watch as well is look at the torsos when they move. You'll see a slight wave when Francesco moves. Just there.
Also, one thing, they both are so relaxed when they move all the time.
Absolutely.
There is no tension or anything. They are really, really comfortable in fighting like this.
And I think this is the important point. They don't really care if they get hit. They obviously don't want to get hit, but they're not desperate to prove themselves, you know, as by not taking any hits. They're trying stuff out. It's not actually a bad thing to be hit if you're trying things out.
No, exactly, because you learn from that. Yeah. This is the perfect place to learn. And this is something that we will do more. We will actually not only analyze and talk about competition fights and tournament fights. We will look at interesting sparring bouts between good fencers, because we can all learn from that.
Yeah.
Do you know when this was filmed?
This was at the International Rapier Symposium in Dublin last year.
Oh, okay. Bam.
And then we rate.
Yeah, cool.
They head into a clinch.
Yeah. And if you have seen the closing the distance, you know what to do in a clinch.
Absolutely.
No? Yeah, because there are episodes in Alter Herren that will take care of that. Okay, that was very nice.
Yeah, so as you say, we want to look at all different forms of fencing, be it sparring purely, you know, this sort of relaxed, friendly spar we get there, perhaps something where people are really concentrating on, as we say, defending themselves and not letting anything go, and then through to some of the more competitive things. So we're not just looking at one tranche of fencing. And I think the thing for me to really come out from this is that there are many different ways in which you can enjoy fencing. You know, we don't have to have a pissing contest, basically.
Oh, damn. there's so few of those in HEMA, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, certainly if you go look around some of the wonderful forums that you get on Facebook and that, you seem to get more and more people going, no, I shall, you know, if we fought in real life, I would, you know, I would kill you with my sharp. It's
wonderful, wonderful,
really, isn't it? So yeah, perhaps some people need to take fencing a little bit more relaxed and enjoy it a little bit more, rather than, you know, having to, as we say, go into a pissing contest.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, well, that's it for another episode. Thank you very much for joining us, and we look forward to your comments, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.